The tragedy of Wendy Williams, a star, caught in a ruthless system. The story of Wendy Williams' life over the past few years is not just tragic, but serves as a chilling example of how the entertainment industry handles its stars when they are no longer seen as profitable or compliant. Once a media mogul known for her sharp tongue and wit, Wendy has reportedly been reduced to a pawn in a broader scheme of financial, emotional, and physical control. A workhorse to the industry, Wendy Williams' trajectory has always been fueled by her relentless work ethic. From her humble beginnings in radio to her reign as the queen of daytime TV, Wendy built an empire. However, according to sources, she was treated more like a workhorse than an autonomous creator. While she entertained millions daily, her personal autonomy and mental health reportedly suffered in silence. Wendy herself has hinted that she felt trapped in the later years of her TV career. Her personal struggles, including her highly publicized divorce from Kevin Hunter, were leveraged against her, even as she planned her escape from the grueling world of daytime television and aimed for a quieter life in radio. Those around her, whether her ex-husband, production teams, or financial handlers, seemingly conspired to tighten their grip on her. The plot to enslave her, a conservatorship in disguise. Sources suggest that the wheels of Wendy's conservatorship were put in motion long before it became public knowledge. Kevin Hunter, her ex-husband and former manager, allegedly began meeting with production teams and financial institutions years before their divorce. This behind-the-scenes maneuvering was reportedly designed to ensure Wendy's compliance, even if it meant undermining her health and autonomy. Kevin Hunter reportedly convinced production teams and Wells Fargo that Wendy was unstable, relapsed on substances, and incapable of managing her life and finances. This, combined with the narrative of erratic on-screen behavior, laid the groundwork for the conservatorship. If true, this reveals an alarming lack of safeguards for Wendy, as the very people she trusted to protect her were allegedly colluding against her. Drugged through her tea. Perhaps the most disturbing allegation is that Wendy Williams was being drugged without her knowledge. It's reported that the tea she consumed daily on her show became the medium for administering drugs to control her mood, behavior, and possibly even her health. This chilling claim recalls the darkest corners of Hollywood conspiracy theories, where stars are controlled through subtle but consistent methods. Symptoms like her fainting episode during a live broadcast and her worsening lymphedema could have been side effects of this alleged drugging. These moments were often played off as comedic or dismissed as Wendy being Wendy. But in hindsight, they may have been evidence of something far more sinister. The Britney Spears connection. Wendy's situation is drawing inevitable comparisons to Britney Spears' conservatorship, where the pop star was exploited by her family and management under the guise of care. In both cases, powerful individuals and institutions stood to gain from keeping the women in a legally submissive position. What makes Wendy's case even more tragic is that her voice, so iconic in exposing the secrets of others, has seemingly been silenced when she needs it most. The role of Wells Fargo. The involvement of Wells Fargo is another layer of intrigue and concern. Banks are rarely seen as players in these personal dramas. But in Wendy's case, the financial institution's role in freezing her accounts and supporting her conservatorship raises serious questions. Was the decision motivated by genuine concern for her well-being, or was it part of a broader scheme to control her assets? The role of production and Sherri Shepherd. As Wendy was allegedly being pushed out of her own show, the introduction of Sherri Shepherd as her replacement added insult to injury. Sherri's show, with its similar format and branding, has been criticized as a Wendy light. This was not just a change in hosts. It was a calculated move by the network to erase Wendy, while continuing to capitalize on her formula. Wendy's absence was never truly acknowledged. Instead, the show moved on as though she had never been there. Family dynamics and isolation. Wendy's isolation from her family during this ordeal is another heartbreaking detail. Her estranged relationship with her brother and the lack of visible support from her son have left her without a strong network to fight for her. This isolation may have made it easier for those in control to maintain their hold over her, a dangerous precedent. The implications of Wendy Williams' story go far beyond her personal struggles. If a woman as powerful and visible as Wendy can be subjected to such treatment, it raises the question, how many other stars or individuals have suffered in silence under similar circumstances? This speaks to a broader issue of exploitation in the entertainment industry, where the bottom line often takes precedence over the well-being of the talent. A call for action. For Wendy to truly regain her freedom, it will take more than public sympathy. Her family, fans, and legal advocates must push for transparency and accountability. Her interviews and public appearances are a step in the right direction, but they must be followed by concrete action. The media and her fans need to demand answers from the network, Wells Fargo, and everyone else involved in her conservatorship. The tragic irony. Wendy Williams built her career on exposing the scandals of others, yet she now finds herself at the center of a scandal of her own. The tragic irony of her situation is not lost on her fans, who have watched her fall from one of the most influential voices in media to a woman fighting for her freedom and dignity. This expanded perspective not only sheds light on Wendy's alleged plight, but also explores the broader societal and industry mechanisms at play. What do you think? Should Wendy's case be a wake-up call for more stringent oversight of conservatorships and celebrity exploitation?